Our region has experienced, and the higher input cost for farmers is taking a toll on everyone now. When it's more costly to feed livestock, it ends up raising our grocery bill.
KCBD News Channel 11's Patricia Perry tells us how much hay prices have increased and how that's impacting people here on the South Plains.
I've been selling hay in West Texas for 6-7 years now, and this is the highest I've ever sold a bale of hay for.
Quentin Whitfield is the owner of High Winds Hay and Transport. At his store, he says about a year ago, you could get horse quality round bales of hay for no more than $125. Now it will cost you close to $200. And for hay ranchers feed cows, that's also up $35.
I feed this hay just like you'd come into the store and buy it and you feed it. So I know that the prices aren't very economical, but it's not economical on the people growing it either.
Whitfield grows some of his hay and says farmers have had a tough year, from little to no rain to the price of fertilizer and diesel being up.
All our inputs are quite a bit more than what they used to be.
At a Lubbock boarding stable, the manager, Stephanie Hallgren, says she gets a good deal directly from a hay farmer, but she says Lonesome Pine Equestrian Center is about to pay more for hay.
We are already on notice for guaranteed hay price increases as we move forward, and by the middle of this year, our prices will be tripled, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down from that point.
For the first time since its barn doors were slid open in the 90s, $20 more is being added on to boarders.
This year is the first year we've had to do a minimal surcharge per month for our boarders. They're very understanding, they're really great, and we're very appreciative of them, but it's just hard for everybody all the way around.
Not only is the price being passed on to horse owners, you can even see the difference when you get the bill at the grocery store.
It all comes back to farming and ag, really, because everything that we have to put into the animals, it goes to the grocery store, so price of feed being up, it just factors on down the line.
Whitfield says he also delivers the hay, and for the first time, he's had to add a $25 delivery fee for Lubbock County because of diesel prices. Patricia Perry, KCBD News Channel 11.